Right, so here we have what we're going to be doing is we're going to be constructing a box and whisker plot from a range of data. And you can see our data here is in ascending order. One of the things that we have to be really careful of is that before we start using the data is that we put it in ascending order. When we get this, generally it won't be in ascending order, so you have to put it in ascending order before you start finding the median, the lower quartile and the upper quartile, etc. So first thing we have to do is we have to find out how many bits of data we got. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 9 bits, and what I need to do is I need to find out where is my median. Now, one way that we learn how to do this in our younger years is to slowly work our way into the middle. Well, we're not going to do that. To find the median, we use n plus 1 divided by 2. So it's n is the number of bits of data plus 1 divided by 2. So we've got 9 bits of data, add 1. So we do 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So 9 plus 1 is 10, so the median is the 5th bit of data. The 5th bit of data, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There, that is our 5th bit of data. Okay, that is known as Q2, which is the median. That's the median bit of data. Now what we do is we want to find the lower quartile. The lower quartile, we cover this up. How many bits of data do we have to the left? We've got 4 bits of data. So we do 4 plus 1 divided by 2. So that's 5 divided by 2, which is 2.5. So what is the 2.5th bit of data? 1, 2, 3. So the 2.5th bit of data is right here. It's not the second, it's not the third, it's between the two of them. This is known as Q1, the lower quartile, which in this case will be, what number lies between these? 28.5. 28.5 is the lower quartile. Now look, 1, 2, lower quartile, 1, 2, upper quartile. So here, this is Q3. This is the upper quartile. To work out the middle number of these two, we add these two numbers together and then divide by 2. So add these two numbers together and divide by 2, we should end up with 63.5. That is the upper quartile. Now what we can do is we can now start to construct our box and whisker plot. So we mark up our minimum number, 22. So I'm going to put a little mark there for 22. What's the maximum number? The maximum number is 90. So I'm going to put a little mark here on 90. So now, where's the lower quartile? The lower quartile was 28.5. Estimate that's 28.5 there. Where's the upper quartile? 63.5. Put a little mark there. That's the upper quartile. And the median is 40. Now what we do is we use a ruler and we construct our box and whisker plot. As neatly as we can. Easier said than done with a magnetic ruler. And there we have it. There's our box and whisker plot formed. Now one of the great things with a box and whisker plot is if we take our upper quartile, which if you remember was 63.5, and we subtract our lower quartile, 28.5, that will give us our IQR. which stands for interquartile range. It's the range between the lower quartile and the upper quartile. So the interquartile range will be 63.5 minus 28.5. Okay, when we subtract this from this, the answer will be the interquartile range. Remember, with a box and whisker plot, each section contains 25%. So 25% of the data is here, 25% of the data is here, 25% of the data is here, 25% of the data is here. And you can see that most of the data is low here, and the higher end of the data is more spread out. This is called positive skew. Okay, this is called positive skew. If, for example, and I'm just going to estimate another one here, so I'm going to draw another box and whisker plot, freehand. See the opposite effect. This is what we call negative skew, okay, where most of the data is pushed towards, slightly towards the top end here. Okay, thank you.